was the main question? Is transitions? The transitions were
so smooth. How did you all do it? Yeah.
Okay. I think you can think of in games things are run by event callouts or event triggers. So for example, if I reached the gate before I reach the gate of, let's say, Inu's level, right? Before I reach the end of the stage, that carpet thing, the cage will come up. So that is considered an event. So like we run on different. We have some events we listen out for, which will be health, likely gonna be like boss health or boss state, and whether or not Mayday or Zook is playing is using COI, for example. So all those are like simple events that we will look out for, and then we will tell Wise to do some changes. Okay.
You can also show them the music hierarchy. Also
Yes,
to
yes.
show them how many files and how
Yes.
many stems that the composers passed us.
Okay.
Alex, I think your mic might need to go up a bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go to, let's start with this one. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see like they are split up into intro, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5. And
so if you look at
like
okay, not for intro, sorry. Like let's go to phase 1. Okay.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like 1, 2, 3. There's gonna be 9. I think there's 9 files per phase given by composers.
Yeah.
Not including
plus
COI.
COI.
Yeah, COI is another 2 more. So it's 11 files per phase. It's 11 music tracks per phase.
Yeah, and if each music has like 5 phases, then imagine the amount of tracks that we have.
Okay, like if you can just count from looking at let's see, how many do we have? We have 5, not including, I think 5, not really. 5 only has 3. Yeah. No, 5 only has, I think 5 only has 1. So like you have 11 here, 11 here, 11 here, 11 here, and then you have 1 here.
Yeah.
And
then if you notice, right, some of them have these markers called bomb land, vine whip smash. All these are markers that help me out with the audio cue. So if you play the level, sometimes you hear like little audio cues to help you out. These audio cues are actually part of the music hierarchy so that they're always in sync.
Yes. Is there a way to play it like from here?
You gotta scroll down. You gotta go to the
audio cue on.
No, yeah, the audio cue on. Then you scroll down. The audio cue should be there.
Yeah, I'm thinking, is there yeah, oh, it's all the way here? There's
Yeah,
the audio cue
there.
here. Okay, like for example, let's just use this is phase 4, right? Okay, let's use the backing. Yeah. Okay, let's just play it from here. That's the bomb landing. There's the whip. The whip will come next. And I think the whips are parryable, so this gives you a lot of anticipation timing as well before you press the parry button. Yeah. I think around this bar is where the vine whip comes up. Then the audio cue will play. Then you parry.
Yep.
Yes.
But of course, the audio cues sound very jarring by itself, but in game it's because all the other layers are playing, so it's not that jarring.
There's a lot of action going on, so you need some way
to
there's
a ton of action.
Yeah.
And then some more, this phase is actually EDM. Right now you're hearing the bass version.
Yes, if I were to go EDM, let's see. I think I need to play from the Soundcaster.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do that from Soundcaster. Let's go to phase 4. And it will be... You'll probably be hearing this if you play it for the first time.
So if you notice, our meter here, there's some 5.1 information. for those of you that have 5.1 speaker setup.
I'm that kind.
So I think another thing we can show is the transitions from phase 1 to transition 1T2 to phase 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how we gonna get there. Okay, over here.
Yeah, but I think some of them I set to change to immediate because
Yes.
it's, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, you can show them that this is a, oh yeah, you can set your transitions here to transition either immediate or the next bar, etc., etc. So that's what we were referring to when we were saying that the music changes next bar, next bar.
I think Amanda had an earlier question regarding this.
Yes.
Yeah,
So yeah, here's the answer. Yep.
I think what when we talked about zero time, right? What we're trying to do is to make sure that the game follows the timing that Wise has already, like, because Wise already cut out the song into like bars and beats. So when Wise does its transition, we want the in-game stuff to transition at the same time as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing about the zero time thing we were talking about way earlier. Let's just do an example of how the change will work. Let's say I'm gonna bring back the Soundcaster. This is where actually I think where Soundcaster really helps a lot. So let's start from, let's just jump to phase 1. Alright. Wait, phase 1 to phase 2 has no, does it have? Yes, it does. Okay. So there's this 1T2 and the phase 2 here. So when we click phase 2, right, what it's gonna do, right, is it's gonna play 1T2 first before going to phase 2.
So this is 1T2 playing.
This is 1T2.
Transition.
Yeah, transition still going on.
Playing the cutscene. Na 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 na. Meh, 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 meh.
Yeah, now it's phase 2.
Yep.
Okay, so why we still have this 1T2 thing is for us, I think. Should we talk about
Skip
the skipping
cutscene.
functions? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So let's go back to phase 1 again. Okay, for example, let's say you already broke all the strings and she's falling down and it's already gonna trigger the transition. Yes, but you're choosing to skip this thing. So what we do is we have an immediate transition change from 1T2 to 2, but we never use it in the game. In the game, the game recognizes it as boss phase 2 now. So how we do the skip is we just tell it that, okay, we're just gonna immediately do a swap right now. Okay, I did it at the end of the bar, so it's kind of let's do let's do some here. Okay, so now it's the transition. Now it's the transition track, right? Yeah, I just forced the skip. The skip this way.
Yeah, because in the game you can skip any cutscene, and we gotta make sure that even though it's a transition, right, it's skippable.
Let's see if we can show it over here. Is there? I think it's called exit source is immediate. There's some immediate change. So anything that's not encompassed in the normal area, it will be an immediate change. So because transition music we don't list any transition instructions like next bar or something. It becomes immediate, but the game needs to recognize it. As in, I think we kind of like it's not fooling. It's I don't know, it's a hacky thing or something. It's just to tell.
Hacky thing is
it's called
definitely a hacky
it's just
thing.
hacky because it's like when you think about it, it doesn't make sense because the phase is actually on phase 1. Let's say it's on phase 2T3, right? But Wise recognizes it as phase 3. but it's still playing the previous track. So how the skip function works is we just tell it that okay, we're gonna tell Wise, okay, you're in 2T3, and we're gonna just skip you. We're just gonna move straight to the next phase, or
Yeah.
as an immediate.
I think these are some
transition.
of the things that we didn't foresee.
Yeah,
Right,
I
because
think this was just like, how do you find? You just did it, and then like it just seemed to work, and then we just used it.
yeah, welcome to audio integration, where like sometimes you may not have the luxury of time to build very, very elegant systems, and then there are things that are hacky but just work.
Yeah.
And then you kind of figure out why it works.
Sounds like game dev in general.
Yep.
It's not in the
Yeah,
blueprint.
it
Like
does
let's say if
happen.
you looked at the Unreal blueprints, we're literally just doing okay. Phase it's now if the game phase is phase 3, if you want to press skip during the cinematic, you're gonna tell Wise, okay, now you're on 2T3, and you're gonna go straight to 3.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like forcing it's like you're gonna tell Wise, no, don't stop the transition, just move forward.
Can we just quickly go into phase 4 of K-pop?
Oh right, sure.
Yeah,
Let me
there's
see if I
something
have.
we want to show about K-pop that wasn't in our plan, but I feel like it's something worth talking about. So K-pop, right? Unlike the rest of the music, K-pop phase 4 isn't an entire full-length track. It's actually
Okay,
split
I'm
up
just gonna
into
drag it
small
here.
8 bars. Is it 4 bars? 4 bar.
What, do
Was
you
it?
have a
No, it's 2
spreadsheet
bar.
I can just show as well?
The spreadsheet very wordy.
Yeah, it's very wordy. It's very.
Yeah, let's just go into the music hierarchy, and we can show how it's being split up.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the music hierarchy.
And so, for phase 4 of K-pop robots, right? The robot actually has many different attacks, and each 2 bars represent a specific attack.
Okay, you can see the big list of
If this one we can go and play the game, that'll be good.
It's very hard to show how it
Okay, showing why is better. Yeah.
Let's see if I can. Well, it's a lot of things to do on the soundcaster level. I don't know whether I can do it
Change to phase
manually.
4. Yeah. And you just gotta change the. Yeah. Yes.
It's gonna change now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm lining up the next attack, right? Then it's gonna change the attack now.
So UE helps us predict what is the next attack that's coming and sets the corresponding 2 bars.
Okay, so if you look at how I'm pressing it, it's probably how UE is planning it.
Yeah. So the transition for these 2 bars, right, is only exit at exit Q.
Yeah, so
And if you actually don't, yeah, we face this bug a lot of times. If the system fails to define an attack next, right, it will just have this silence.
Yeah, I think the bug that most people will have is like in between something like this and the next phase, you manage to defeat the robot before before it could assign the next instruction. I think there's no more. Yeah, before you assign the next instruction, it will suddenly stop out of nowhere.
Yeah. So you can show them how short each segment is.
Yes, let's open up a few. It's literally 2 bars, and how do I zoom sideways?
Shift, scroll.
No,
Control scroll, alternate scroll,
Control
alternate
Shift scroll. Control Shift scroll. Yeah. So like
There you
literally like how many seconds worth? It's like
Yeah, wow.
it's like 6 seconds maybe around there.
Yeah.
So each attack has a like if you break down the attack has the spinning. This is where the robot spins the jackpot thing, and then this is where the attack happens.
Yeah.
And then you notice this will be the same across. Control Shift scroll.
Basically, the music reacts to the attacks, right?
Yes.
And the game is having some AI to
determine the next
decide.
attack.
Yep.
So
yep.
we split up the track. We split the track into like in halfway mark. So it's the same thing here as well. We play. Let's play from the start. This is the spinning, and the attack has been chosen.
The
It
attack.
executes the attack, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and so on, and for every single one, has
Is
the
it
same.
easy to show in game, or is it gonna take too long, or do we have a video of it?
I have a video of it. Let me just
Of phase 4, right?
open up one.
10 normal.
Amanda made a comment about that. Yeah, so K-pop is the working title. It's more of the vibe of the
I think it was the vibe of
1010 robots. Yeah, it's not that the music is literally following K-pop.
Go
Yeah.
to that part. Oh. It's still
Yeah.
very hard. It's still quite a complicated thing to explain.
Yeah, but you notice that in game it sounds really seamless, but little did you know there's actually 2 bars transitioning to 2 bars, transitioning to 2 bars.
Yeah, it's like
And it's very reliant on the program telling the sounds what is the next queued up
actually,
attack.
I think I remember now. I think the A sections are the spinning, and the B section is the attack. If I remember right.
Mm.
Yeah.